Today I'm going to be sharing with you my most recent makes, my most recent things I've sewn into my wardrobe in June and the first part of July. At the beginning of June I shared with you 3 fabrics, and I've actually sewn them up exactly like I said I was going to, so that's very unusual for me. I've actually done what I said I was going to do. I'm going to share those with you first, and I also received 2 lovely presents. Which obviously, it would be rude not to, I of course sewed up as soon as possible. So I've actually got 2 extra things to share with you as well, so let's get cracking. The first dress I'm going to share with you is the one which I am wearing, and it is made out of the gorgeous lemon print stretch cotton which I showed you. It's got a boat neck with this lovely collar which is sort of gathered up in the middle. It was really easy to do. I was thinking I've never made anything quite like this before, and I was a little bit worried about this collar, but it went together really quickly and easily. It's Simplicity 2444. 2444. I think I said previously I have made this pattern once before. I made the long sleeve version, which is this one here, but without the collar. I made it in tartan brush cotton. And I think I kind of forgot that this is actually quite large. I made the 10, because I made the 10 previously, it was already cut out. But it was just, it was really, really big on me. And also it's a stretch cotton. So I ended up having to basically make the seam allowance for the zip really wide. So I kind of just took it on at the back. Because it didn't really need to be all taken apart and deconstructed. But I took it all of the extra width in at the back, because it was just really baggy and unflattering. The only downside now is that the neck is still a little bit too wide, so you might be able to see it kind of bows out a little bit where the knot is. And I have tried this morning to try and alter that and get it to look right again, but it's impossible. It turns out I tried like putting subtle darts in here, doing all sorts, but you know what? I kind of love it anyway. I don't think it's a disastrous problem to have that here, and I've worn this dress loads of times since I finished it. And I really, really like it. I took a photo, well, my friend took a picture of me when we were up in town wearing this dress, and it's one of my favourite photos. It's so silly and cheesy, so I might insert it here because I really liked that picture. So it's a gathered skirt as opposed to the box pleats, which it recommends on the pattern, and I extended the length so that it goes to just below the knee. I would have loved to have been even longer, but the problem was I only bought 1.5 meters of fabric, so that's that, isn't it? And I just faced the neckline and the armholes. And yeah, I'm really pleased with this dress. So, that is dress number 1. If you bear with me, I will put on outfit number 2. Okay guys, here I am with outfit number 2. And I say outfit because I made 2 pieces from the same pattern. And it's a bit embarrassing because I kind of matched the picture. Like I said, never done this before, but here I am. This is simply one new for summer Simplicity patterns. It's 8128, and I made views B and F. View B, the top, went extremely well. I love the shape. I love that it's got this scooped in armhole, so it's really comfortable. I love that it's cropped. It's got a really wide hem under there, so it's like a bit of a belly top, but it's not going to expose anything. And I particularly love, pattern matched the side seams pretty successfully. I particularly love that it's got this bow at the back of the neck. I can't say I've tied it very neatly. I literally just did it myself. Usually I get my boyfriend to tie a bow for me because it's just a bit easier than trying to do it behind your neck. But I just think it's the cutest detail. So, and the top I think I sewed up in about, oh gosh, like an hour and a half. So the top was super duper quick and easy, which was really nice. However, the skirt nearly killed me. I think I spent probably like 6 hours trying to get this skirt right. Let me start at the beginning. So I made it up. It has this yoke, this skirt, okay, and and a waistband. So I wanted to make the version with a yoke and a waistband, and then it has the full circle skirt attached. Should have not been that tricky at all. I've made things with yokes before and they were fine. It just didn't sit right. So I made this yoke. First of all, the waist with the waistband. First of all, the waistband was too small. It was about 1/2 inch too small. So it could zip up, but I was like bulging over the top, and I was like, okay, I never wear things which are tight. So I was like, fine, I'll take the waistband off, doesn't matter. Took the waistband off, refinished the whole top of the yoke and just wore it as a yoke. The yoke was really lumpy. It could have been to do with my fabric choice, which is quite a high quality crepe. It's quite a firm material. But it still has a really good drape. It shouldn't have done that. But the yoke was incredibly lumpy and bumpy, particularly sort of over the hips as it came down, because it sort of scooped down around like that. and it looked awful. It was such a shame. So then I had to take the yoke off as well, and that was annoying. I also had way too much fabric, I would say, because this pattern called for, I think I said that I bought less than it called for. I still had fabric left over. I mean, this skirt used max than 1.5 meters of 1.5 meters wide fabric, and it says to buy, let's find it, 3.3, so 3.30 meters. That's way, I think I bought 2.5, and I had, yards left over. I had so much left over, which was annoying. However, fortunate in a way, because I had to then make a waistband. So I've actually had to make a waistband, which is just sorry, I'm kneeling on it, putting it down. So it's just a snug fitting waistband with the side zip. And I had to very lightly gather it because, of course, the circle skirt started down here, which is a lot wider than my waist. So I then had to subtly, loosely gather the circle onto the waistband. So it was an absolute pain in the arse, frankly, but it's done now. And, you know, the top was a very quick and easy win, so I guess I can't complain. But it was a real shame. But I do like how they look together. I like how the skirt sort of is in and then the top kind of comes down over the top of it. I think that looks really sweet. It's a lovely style, and it is cool, and I have worn it a couple of times. So I cannot complain about the overall look, but this skirt stressed me out. Maybe somebody else will try it with a different fabric and it will look amazing. But sadly for me, it was a disaster from start to finish. I'm wearing this with a necklace I got from Topshop last summer in their sale, and it was like a $5 or something. I just thought it was really cool and sparkly, and I like how it looks with the stripes. So I love the style, I love the finished look. The top is fantastic, highly recommended. The skirt, be very careful with your fabric choice if you're going to go for this pattern. So yeah, that is look number 2. The next 2 things I'm going to show you are gifted things. So I haven't had to spend an awful lot of money, which has been lovely. And I'm going to start with a top. And it's an Agnes top, so I'm just going to go pop it on and I'll chat to you about that. Hi guys, I've got changed into my Agnes top. Now this pattern, as some people know, I did a bit of modelling for Tilly and the Buttons and the lovely marigold jumpsuit, and on the day Tilly very kindly said I could have, I could choose a pattern, and I chose the Agnes top because I really want to improve my skills sewing with jerseys. And this is how my one came out. I decided to go for a crazy print. I was going to make a stripy one. I was like, I have so many striped tops, I just don't need to make any more. So I was shopping in Fabricland for a kind of a really fun, exciting jersey, and I found this one. It has little banana leaves on it and bunches of bananas, and I just love this top. It fits so much better than all of the other, well, I've only tried a couple, but the other jersey top patterns I've tried. Because usually I find that you get pulls up around your arm here. Back a bit. But this one just fits perfectly. I made the size 3. I just cut a straight size 3, and it's turned out fine. I'm just wearing it now with a little New Look Patterns denim miniskirt I made a while ago. But I would definitely recommend this pattern if you've not worked with jerseys before, because she has really, as always, really lovely detailed instructions with photographs, which is really helpful. This is I'll just show you an example of the little booklet. So that's sort of inserting the neckline, and the neckline lies perfectly flat, and it's a really flattering shape, I think, because it's got this like little scoopy type of shape, which is really nice. It's not too low though, so you could wear it to work. I haven't actually. I've been kind of wearing this. I just love it with this denim skirt. I just think it's a really cute little outfit. And I shared a picture on Instagram, and lots of people said they really liked the fabric, which was really nice. Yeah, it's great. It's just cheapy fabric from Fabricland. The pattern actually, again, calls for 1.5 meters of fabric, but I actually bought just 1, and it was absolutely fine. But then I'm on the smaller side of the size spectrum, if that makes sense. So I cut the 3, which is about a UK size 10, I think. But it goes between 8, so I guess if you were making a larger size, you probably would need to buy the 1.5 meters. But actually, I found that, yeah, and I cut a longer sleeve, so, you know, not the full length sleeve, but I could have. There was enough, but I chose to make it this 3/4 length because I thought it looked kind of cute and summery. So yeah, I absolutely love this pattern. I'm going to attempt to hack it into like a sort of t-shirt dress. I think that's my next ambition for sewing the jerseys. I'm not sure if that will be this month. It might be a nice sort of September, October project when you kind of want something a bit cozier and jumper dress sort of situation. I don't know. But yeah, it's a lovely pattern, so highly recommended. And the last item I'm going to show you is a beautiful dress, which I'm very pleased with. So I'm just going to go and pop that on and I will be back. Okay guys, it's kind of quite dark and cloudy outside, so I'm really apologising that the lighting is just really peculiar and it keeps changing, so I'm really sorry about that. But this dress will brighten up any grey day. I'll tell you the story of how I got this fabric, because this is a free project, so I'm very pleased with this. Anybody who watched my previous video knows I do not need any more summer dresses. I have plenty. I have loads. I had like 13 dresses in that video. That is more than enough summer dresses for any woman. However, when you are given fabric this awesome, it's like striped cotton lawn with these gorgeous Italian flowers all over, it just would be a crime to not make up a summer dress. So that's what I did. My boyfriend's mum very kindly bought this fabric back for me as a souvenir from their family holiday to Italy. And I just fell in love with it. I threw it straight in the wash so I could start working with it as soon as possible. And I knew what I wanted to make. I knew I wanted something that was flouncy. I knew I wanted something with not a full circle skirt, but a sort of a maybe 3/4 skirt. And I knew I wanted something which had a bit of an Italian feel to it. I don't know how. I kind of just had this image in my mind of what I wanted. And I searched and searched and I couldn't buy a pattern that had what I wanted. So I couldn't find a pattern for the dress which I had in my imagination. This happens quite a lot because I have a very vivid imagination and also a very specific taste. So I'm like, if it's not exactly what I want, I'm not going to be buying it. So I actually went through my pattern stash, which is an extensive crate of patterns, and I dug out these two New Look patterns, which in combination created the dress of my dreams. Hurrah! So this is actually a pattern I owned for the skirt, the pleated side skirt here, which I used to make some bridesmaids dresses. That was my big project of last year. I made bridesmaids dresses for some friends and I. And I used the skirt pattern from this. So it was only £2.95, so what a bargain. I made 5 dresses out of it, 5 bridesmaids dresses. So that was, yeah, really lovely. And I used this one, not for the skirt, obviously. I used it for the bodice. And that's all I used, the bodice front and the bodice back, because it has this lovely crossover. Woo! And for the sleeve, I knew I wanted something flouncy and like a wing situation. I don't know what I'm doing, sorry. I chose this one, which is New Look 6224, and it's kind of a bit of a groovy 70s feeling to it. And I used the skirt and this flouncy sleeve from this pattern, and luckily the sleeve, with a little bit of easing, pretty much fit into this sleeve hole, so armhole rather. So that was quite good, and I just bound the raw edges underneath, so it was really neat and tidy. I will move back to give you a bit of a better look. This is my dress. I'm in love. It's my favourite thing ever at the moment. You know, if you sew, you'll probably know what I mean. Like, your newest sew is always like, oh my god, it's the best thing I've ever made. So I don't like to play favourites, but there's something really special about this. I absolutely love that the fabric is from Italy. I'll show you the swooshy skirt. It's quite long. I'm getting kind of into the midi length, so you can tell everything I made this month is a midi length. So yeah, a big thank you to Adela, my boyfriend's mum, and also a big thank you to Tilly for my gorgeous Agnes top pattern, because it's lovely. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's nice having those 2 surprise makes in there. I absolutely love being given things to do with my hobby. So that is everything for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video and looking at my makes for this month and a bit. Next weekend I will be doing a fabric haul video, so you can see what I'm going to be stitching up next. I haven't quite decided how many projects there'll be, because I think I've bought 2 fabrics. I'm also going to be delving into my stash, so there might be 3 things coming up, maybe 4. We might have a surprise like this month. But yeah, love this fabric. It's just so much fun. So anyway, yes, Thank you very much for watching. Do remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and do click subscribe for new sewing vlogs every weekend. That's everything for today, guys. Bye!